over the top of the entire defense. It's caught! 99 yards, Parish!
Stone will keep it himself, and he is in for the score.
Oh!
Intercepted!
Live from Gloria H. Snyder Stadium in Farmers Branch, Texas, it's another very intriguing matchup for the Parish Panthers as they host the Cardinals from John Paul II, a game that last year was not all that exciting at the end of the year, but John Paul has turned it around in a short amount of time as we are getting closer and closer to kickoff. Thank you for tuning in to Parish Panthers football, presented by Game On Sports, as now we take a look at last week's highlights.
Let's put a smile on that face. Let's wind the clocks back a year. These cops and lawyers wouldn't dare cross any of you. How about a magic trick? Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order. Everything becomes chaos. I'm an agent of chaos. Oh, and you know the thing about chaos? It's there. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. Why so serious?
I know something you don't, that's me coming for you. You want war, we got war, we just wanna warn you. I know something you don't, that's me coming for you. You want war, we got war, we just wanna warn you.
War for war, bodies that hit the ground. You ready for us, cause it's about to go down. Push them to the left, push them to the right, load the choppers up, hit them on sight, never turning back, I'd have been in hell and back. Me running out of guns, no, never heard of that. I ain't never ran from a gunfight, this is you and me, mano y mano, you damn right.
Don't act like you don't know what I came for. Too late to turn back. This is the payback. Yeah. You take one, I take one. You can't hide, you can't run. Too late to turn back. This is the payback. Yeah. Don't act like you don't know what I came for. Too late to turn back. This is the payback. Yeah. You take one, I take one. You can't hide, you can't run. Too late to turn back. This is the payback. Yeah.
I've seen now what I have to become to stop men like him.
The night is darkest just before the dawn. And I promise you, the dawn is coming.
And here we go.
As you see, in less than ideal conditions, the Panthers still dominated last week as they are back at home against John Paul II as we are getting closer and closer to kickoff. But first, we'll pause as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem and the opening prayer.
Gloria H. Snyder Stadium represents Parish's spirit, our strong football legacy. Now, ladies and gentlemen.
Playing for Parish and for John Paul II tonight. As these athletes strive for victory, we pray they may compete with true sportsmanship, integrity, and honor. Win or lose, inspire these athletes to greatness as they wisely use strength and skill to do their part for their teams. Protect them from all injury, God, and guide all of us home safely tonight. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Tonight's colors are being presented by the Tiger Den of Cub Scout Pack 59, sponsored by Parish Episcopal School. Pack 59 Tiger Den members include Ethan Flateau, Caden Flieger, and Liam Thompson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and join us as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, and we are ready for action again. Thank you for joining us here on Game On Sports and our coverage of Panthers football all season long. Nick Laupius alongside Jackson Donovan. And Jackson, last week the field conditions were not ideal for this Panthers squad, but that had no problem, or the offense rather, had no problems, and they got off to a quick start and never looked back last week against Prestonwood.
Yeah, in the cold, wind, and rain, it was a great game, and Preston Stone came out and showed why he is such a highly touted recruit in his class. Of course, would have had 4 touchdowns to Evan Green, but one of them got called back for holding. So, of course, Evan Green having himself another 3-touchdown game, his second of the year, and in his senior year, his first year as a starter, is doing a great job coming out, being the #1 target for Preston Stone. I look to see a lot of that the same again tonight.
So another district matchup tonight. Parish coming in 7-1 overall, 3-0 in district. And you look at John Paul, 6-2 overall, and then 1-1 in district. A very exciting matchup tonight as John Paul has really turned things around from last season. But Parish getting through that really heavy part of their schedule the last 5 weeks or so and have passed with flying colors, are now back home for the final 2 games of the season as we are about ready to kick off action here tonight from Gloria H. Snyder Stadium. The Panthers will receive the ball first. This one a line drive and fielded right around the 20-yard line, and some blocks up front to the 35. Now trying to cut back, trying to get to that outside. Still has some room and is going to be chased out right around the 46, 47-yard line. So great starting field position for the Panthers.
Yeah, getting very fortunate at that time. Kendall McDowell kind of tripped and fell down, had a hold of Christian Benson's, the back of his pads would have been a horse collar if he had brought him down. Actually lets go. But again, no, it's still great field position on the kickoff team there for the Panthers.
All right, well, here we go. Preston Stone and company back out there, and Stone has just had another phenomenal season. The junior quarterback completing about 70% of his passing attempts throughout the year. Over 2,000 yards entering in tonight's game. Empty backfield to start off the game, and has a man wide open and is caught at the 35 and is tackled at the 30. The big tight end with the grab to start off the game. Number 41, that was Andrew Merrick.
Merrick, we typically see him on the defensive end, but they're coming in at tight end, doing a great job finding some room. Kind of did a disguised bubble on both ends of the receivers. He just cuts straight up the middle and has nothing but room and finally gets brought down by the safety.
So that's the start you want to see for this Panthers squad. Now Colin Lynch, Caleb Culp flanking Stone in the backfield. Ball's on the 30-yard line. First down and 10. Stone rolling out, has a man, and that one is caught on that far side, getting hit and knocked out right around the 24-yard line. Gabriel Walls with his first catch.
Yeah, John Paul II will give about the same front that Parish will defensively wise. Both teams running a 3-3 setup on defense. So, of course, 3 defensive linemen and 3 linebackers giving a lot of help in the secondary. So at least Parish has seen a lot of this in practice. Scout team should have done and had an easy job this week, not too much game planning.
Second down and 4. It's going to be a handoff. Trying to get to that outside edge. It's Caleb Culp on the carry. Picks up maybe 2. Bring up third down and short.
Defensive line did a good job setting the edge, kept forcing him outside towards the sideline, and secondary finally came in to help, and he'll be brought down just shy of the first down.
So it does bring up third down and 3. Looks like for the moment Lynch and Culp, the halfbacks. Christian Benson out on that far side along with Walls. Then you have Evan Green by himself toward the bottom of your screen there on the near sideline. Third down and 3. Culp out in motion. They look to him. It's caught. It was a low pass. Able to catch it, though. And this one is going to be close to be about a yard or 2 short.
And we'll see where the officials spot this football. The initial hit for John Paul II by number 52, Caden Kittler. The officials mark it 2 yards short at the 22-yard line of the Cardinals. And brings up an important fourth down early in this first.
So 4th and 2 on the 22-yard line. Early on, the Panthers, of course, deciding to go for it. First drive of the game.
4th and 2 at the Cardinal 22-yard line.
It's going to be a handoff to Lynch. They'll let the big man run it. He spins forward inside the 15 to the 14 and a first down.
And for the first time in this game, they're inside the red zone. But it's another one of those plays, when in doubt, give it to Colin Lynch. No one's going to stop him at least a couple yards after he touches it. You only need 2. He's almost a guaranteed 4, so just let him have it.
So it brings up first down and 10 on the 14. Stone steps back, has a man. That one's caught by Culp. He has a block, trying to get to that corner, and will just be a few yards short of the goal line. But it will bring up first down and goal at the 2.
Good job with the block downfield. Looked like that was number 13, Gabriel Walls, doing a good job trying. His back was to his man. Didn't try and turn around or hold him. Good heads-up play that time. Kind of just giving him a bump. Allowed Culp to have a couple more steps. Unluckily, didn't quite get to the goal line.
And that's something we've seen the Panthers used a lot more the past couple of weeks is those kind of quick screens or just real short passes of play action here. First down and goal, Stone rolling out. And looking in the back of the end zone and is incomplete. A good effort, though, in that back corner.
Merrick had a little bit of room. Stone might have had a man a little bit closer to the goal post, but good job that time. Trying not to force a cross-body pass. Instead, just goes for Merrick, puts it up where no one else could get it, but his receiver, unfortunately, just coming out a little bit out of bounds.
That brings up second down and goal. 9:14 to go in quarter number 1. No score, first drive of the game for the Panthers. It's going to be a handoff to Lynch, and he falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Carr and Lynch again finding the end zone. He has had a prolific year. As for Lynch, that is his, looks like it's going to be his 8th touchdown on the year, averaging 8 yards a carry thus far.
Well, it's like you said on that 4th down and 2, just hand it off to the big man, and he'll fall forward. That'll pick up a couple extra yards, and that time spinning into the end zone, like you said, for his 8th touchdown of the season. The kick is down the middle for Reed Boyster, and it's 7-0 Panthers. 9:09 to go in quarter number 1, and the opening drive score for Parish. Now the defense will get their first crack at it.
No, that was just a textbook drive by Parish. The only thing that was out of order was the fact that it took them a little longer than usual. It took them almost 3 minutes to the dot.
That's almost
to score. And for this team, we talk about it all season long, they score quickly. So that was definitely a little bit longer than usual, but first drive of the game, getting into the end zone, it's exactly what you want if you're Coach Novikov starting this one off.
It'll be the first kickoff for number 18, Reed Boyster.
The Cardinals stacking the line right at the 50. Parish has pulled off the onside once already, nearly gotten it a couple more times.
Last week was about, I would say, maybe at the 49.99 yard line where they picked it up. It was ruled illegal touching on the Panthers. Got the ball back to Prestonwood, but Panthers able to go overcome that and get a sizable win last week.
Reed Boyster set to kick for your Panthers from the 40-yard line.
Boyster will kick this down the field. Fielded at about the 3-yard line. It's a handoff, and they fumble it. The ball is loose on the 10-yard line. The Panthers say they have it. And they do say that the Cardinals recover, but a very scary moment for John Paul, almost giving the Panthers the ball right back. Instead, the defense will come back out.
That, to me, made no sense. Best case scenario, you get some trickery, maybe gain a couple of yards. Worst case scenario, you're at the 10-yard line, and you fumble the ball, which is exactly what happened. Luckily, they're able to come up with it, but now you're going up against one of the best defenses in the league at your own 10-yard line.
And this is a defense who last week, again, dominant. We saw even some of the coordinators that split the booth with us saying, bend, don't break defense, and they are out there for the first time tonight as this one is a slant, and that one's incomplete, second down early on.
Just taking a look at what this defense have done, Bishop Dunn at the time, number 5 in the state, gives up 14 points. Bishop Lynch at the time of that matchup, number 6 in the state, gives up 14 points. Prestonwood, number 5 in the state, 19 points. This defense has been incredible going up against some of the best teams in the state week in and week out.
And they get an early lead tonight. Grayson James, the quarterback, junior, 6'2", 200-pound, number 3 in the white uniform tonight for the Cardinals. Second down and 10. A blitz. A flag is down. They'll blow the play dead. False start.
We'll check the call with tonight's officials.
False start. Offense number 56. Half the distance of the goal. Replay second down.
That's going to be on, I believe, number 56, Sky Moon, a freshman guard, also listed as a defensive tackle for this John Paul squad. So backs him up 5, second down 15.
It's second down, we'll call it second and 15 for the Cardinals, just inside their own 5-yard line.
Empty backfield for James. That one is batted down. and falls to the turf. 3rd down and 15. Early pressure by that front three of the Panthers.
Yeah, this defense is absolutely stifling, regardless of if you give them a look at a safety, which they've already gotten a couple this season. But just starting in on your own at your own 10-yard line is tough enough. Then you get a false start penalty, moves you back to your 5. This is the worst situation you can be in if you're starting the game over there on the far sideline with Coach Teagan.
So early on, 3rd down and 15. As the Panther drum line making some noise. James steps back, has a little bit of time, has a man open, and is incomplete. Almost a big hit right around the 24-yard line, but that'll bring up 4th down, and it's an early 3-and-out forced by this Panthers defense.
It was the young buck, Daniel Demery. I think he went for the hit, and the pass gets deflected, hits him in the chest. I don't think he was trying to go for the interception, but, man, that was nearly a great pickup by John Paul, but instead it's almost a turnover, and now they're going to punt it away, and the punter's going to be almost at the back line.
I believe it's number 40, Jerry DeClaro. And Junior is listed as the kicker and punter. They have a couple of punters, and this one's fielded at the 30. Culp with some room and will be chopped down at the 17-yard line. Again, great starting field position for the Panthers, already up 7.
It took them 31 seconds to get the 4th and out. Of course, you have the false start, you have the incomplete pass. 31 seconds for a defense to force a punt against the number 6 team in the state.
Jackson, again, we talked about, you listed off what they did against the other top teams in the state. Seems that they just get stronger and stronger as the weeks go by, and that's something you want to see if you're a Panthers fan, especially heading in the final few weeks of the season, of course, going into the playoffs.
They're definitely going to have one of the best resumes moving into the playoffs.
1st down, Stone rolling out. Will throw it out of bounds, 2nd down. An impressive run they had over the past 5 weeks or so, dominating top teams throughout the state and putting up some pretty gaudy numbers on offense as well. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
At the Cardinals 17.
Panthers on the Cardinals' 17-yard line. 8:29 to go in quarter number 1. Already a 7-0 lead for this Parish team. Stone rolling out, has a man, and is caught into the end zone for a touchdown, Gabriel Walls.
The senior coming up with that touchdown. Just an absolute beauty thrown by Stone. Give Walls his 3rd touchdown of the year.
So a nice pass from Preston Stone. 27 touchdowns through the air
in 8 games
for this junior quarterback.
9 games, I apologize.
27. That is 4 touchdowns a game.
Coming into the game, 3.3 touchdowns a game.
Exactly.
For Preston Stone, doing a great job. 27 touchdowns to 3 interceptions.
Again, we've talked about him all season long. There's a reason he's one of the top recruits in his class in the nation. And I already have listed off a couple of the big-name programs come by and talk to him, giving him some offers, and Stone just continues to impress here in his junior campaign. So before we can get past the first 4 minutes of this ball game, it's already a 14-0 lead for Parish. As Boyster back out to kick it off.
Boyster set to kick for your Panthers from the 40-yard line.
Reed sends it down, is going to be fielded again at the 2-yard line. We'll see if they go for some more trickery. Instead, has a seam, gets to the 25, and then to about the 30, met by a trio or so of red jerseys, and that's where they will start their second possession of the game on the on their own 30-yard line.
Now, we're going to talk about Preston Stone all night long. Comes into the game as the number 2 dual-threat quarterback in the nation out of his recruiting class, number 8 overall prospect coming out of the state of Texas. He has got an absolutely impressive resume, 46 offers already, still a junior now as he gets closer to the end of this regular season, but still 46 offers with names like Alabama, Arizona State. These are some great schools that he's getting offers from.
Again, still has another year in high school, and this one's going to be a loss of 1 or 2. So Burris with a stop, and Jackson, you got here a little bit before I did. Might have discovered another talent from big old number 99 he was showing in warm-ups.
Yeah, I got to see Blake Burris doing some kick punch from the 45-50, doing a little bit of coffin cornering there in the back corner. Get a little practice in for the returner, showing a little bit of an extra skill with the leg now.
Maybe you can see that at some point in the remainder of this season. This one is the first completion of the game.
But then again, with this Parish team, punting is not really an option.
That is true. You usually don't have to make that decision. So that one picks up 6. 3rd down and around 6. So James in the backfield, running back to his right. James looking, has a man, and that is caught into Panthers territory down at the 45, and that'll move the chains for the Cardinals.
Great pickup that time by T.J. Nora. I think he actually caught the defender's arm as well when he brought it down. Looked like he was dragging Henry Partridge as well, but a great catch, and it'll be a first down for the Cardinals. It'll be their first time in Parish territory.
So they move it to the Panther 43-yard line. 1st down and 10 after the big completion on 3rd. Be a handoff and a flag. It is thrown to be a false start.
Illegal shift. Number 9 was never set. Breaking the huddle. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
I think the penalty is going to be an illegal shift on the offense.
So early on, the second penalty assessed to this Cardinals offense. 1st down, 15, backed up to now the 47, 48-yard line. James steps back, looks, has a man, and that one is a little bit high and incomplete. 2nd down.
Luke Bridges doing a good time. In the books as a receiver, playing a little secondary tonight as he lays the hit, knocking the ball out of play. But one thing I'm noticing early in this game, they are double teaming the 2 defensive end. Josue Munoz, who has had a monster year thus far, has got 2 jerseys on him throughout this game. I know we're still halfway through the first quarter, but they are trying to neutralize those 2 defensive ends. But that is a dangerous task to do when you leave Noah Richards as a one-on-one with your center.
And all 3 of those defensive linemen are big menaces. This one's a gain of close to 4, bring up 3rd down and 12.
Merrick doing a good job coming over from his post, and the linebacker core gets subbed out, gets a high five from the coaches, doing a great job, as we've called his name already a little bit in this one.
Yeah, if you can escape those 3 defensive linemen, then you got to deal with that linebacking core back there.
This team has a great defense. I mean, you move back, you have Noah Love in secondary, who's had a phenomenal year. Of course, you've also got the freshman in Demery as a freshman. A 6'1", 184 freshman has been amazing this season. So the future is still bright, even though you're going to be losing some talent on that defensive line.
3rd down, and this one's just going to be thrown away. Bring up a 4th down. The Panthers hold again. Looks like the punting unit will come back out for the Cardinals. That was Munoz on the edge, was able to break free and force the issue.
Yeah, the big man hustling all the way from the opposite side of the midfield logo, putting pressure on the quarterback, forcing him to throw it out. They're having no time to make some decisions there in the backfield.
Number 14, Daniel Demery, deep for Parish.
So Demery and Culp back to return. Almost jumped early, able to get back in time, though. A low line drive kick fielded at about the 15-yard line. Culp has some blocks past the 30 to the 40 now. A couple of flags are thrown as Culp breaks free. This one will be coming back as he's down at the 30 for the moment. But again, a few flags came in. Looks like maybe a block in the back.
Got a little bit of props to the umpire, just absolutely chunking it, trying to get it down to where it actually occurred. But yeah, this will most likely be a penalty against Parish, and it will.
Number 6, be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
A personal foul blindside block called on.
So we'll negate the impressive return from Caleb Culp.
It'll be marked off 15 yards from the spot of the foul.
It'll be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Back to the Parish 19.
So they'll set up shop at their own 19-yard line, up 14, 4:59 to go in quarter number 1, and this offense has had no problem moving the ball down the field. Granted, the first 2 possessions, they've had some pretty good field position to start out.
Yeah, of course, starting just inside their 30, and after a great kickoff return getting near the midfield line, this will be their first time really backed up into their own zone, but that hasn't stopped them all season long.
Yeah, first down handoff to Lynch. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard.
Seeing Preston Stone tapping himself on the chest. I think he saw something at the line. He personally thinks he should have called out audible. It doesn't. Showing a little bit of disappointment on himself. It's only a 2-yard loss. But it's incredible to see a quarterback junior with that IQ knowing the minute the play's over what could have happened different and can move forward from that.
Going to be really exciting to see what he can do the rest of this season, of course, into the playoffs, and then you got to think the sky's the limit. And that man wide open in the middle of the field. It's it's Christian Benson to the 30, to the 20, trying to cut back, and is finally brought down at the 12-yard line. Christian Benson with a huge catch and run, set up first down for the Panthers.
Braxton Myers literally had to jump on his back to drag him down. Benson had nothing but room, makes a move at the 35 and gains another 20 yards. Look at the little guy go. Oh, my goodness.
So after the 2-yard loss, Christian Benson was just wide open between the hash marks, had a lot of room to run, brings it to the 12-yard line. As the Panthers look to strike quickly again, Benson this time will get it on the ground, and we'll pick up close to 4.
Gets the run inside the 10-yard line. It is absolutely terrifying when you know that you've got a team that has one of the best quarterbacks in the state. You have to guard in that. Then you look in the backfield, they're averaging almost 8 yards a carry as a team with almost 1,400 yards.
You have a 3-headed running attack. You have Culp, Benson, and Lynch. Of course, any one of those guys can be pretty good receivers, we just saw from Benson, but then you also have to look for Walls and then, of course, Evan Green, who had a monster game last week, and this one to the end zone just short, bring up third down. Green with 3 touchdown grabs last week. Just another weapon this Cardinals defense is having a game plan for.
Leads the team in touchdown receptions, 10 on the year, averaging over 1 a game. As he has definitely come out as one of the major threats for this passing attack.
Third down and goal now for your Panthers at the John Paul II Cardinals 9-yard line.
That brings up third down and 6 on the 9. It's going to be a handoff to Lynch. Falls forward into the end zone. That's another touchdown for Karin Lynch.
Great call that time by the offense, using the aggressiveness by the Cardinals against them. But, there's a penalty thrown.
That's going to be a holding against Parish. We'll call it back.
Oh, that might explain why there was such a big lane to get into the end zone. But still, that was a great call by the offense, using the aggression of the Cardinals against them. They came in with an all-out block. You know most of the pressure is coming down the weak side. Give it to him right off the C gap on the right. Let him part the Red Seas. Goes in for the touchdown, but unfortunately getting called back now. A long third down.
I know it doesn't count, but how impressive was it right at the goal line Lynch really just kind of ricocheting off one of the linebackers and falling into the end zone. A tough guy to bring down. So backs him all the way back to the 16-yard line as we'll have the first time out of the game. As Parish will use their first. 3:25 to go in quarter number 1, 14-0 Panthers. You're watching Parish football, brought to you by Game On Sports.
As the Parish Panthers spend their first timeout of the half. Following the Panther timeout.
So we're back to action after the first timeout. Third down and about 14.
16-yard line.
They are backed up to the 16 after the holding penalty. Empty backfield for Stone. Flag is thrown. It's going to be a false start against Parish, so they'll be backed up even more.
That's frustrating for a coach. You take the timeout, you come up with a game plan on what to do on a 3rd and long, and then it's just a mental error of a false start, moves you back 5 more yards, and all of a sudden your game plan gets thrown out the window.
3rd and about 19.
Takes the ball back now to the 21-yard line. It will be 3rd and 19 for Parish.
They're backed up to the 22. Stone again alone in the backfield. The Cardinals showing momentarily blitz. Stone checks out of that. Steps back with some time, looking down the middle, and is caught. Caleb Culp. What a catch by number 19, and it's 20-0 Panthers.
Oh my goodness, getting absolutely smothered by Trey Spann, but nonetheless, Caleb Culp coming out of the backfield that time, lines up in the slot, and the senior with an incredible catch that time. He can do absolutely no wrong, regardless of the position he's in. His 4th receiving touchdown on the year.
And passing touchdown number 28 on the season. This one is good. 21-0. Panthers lead, still 3:17 to go, Jackson, in this first quarter. All Panthers tonight.
Absolutely ridiculous. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. This team is on fire against another top 10 matchup.
This one started at their own 19-yard line. And it was the big catch and run by Christian Benson. Did get backed up by a holding and then a false start penalty. But no problem for Caleb Culp going airborne and kind of reaching back for that ball and then just bringing it in, like you said, with a Cardinal defender all over him, makes it a 21-0 Panther lead. Oyster lining it up on the 40-yard line. His 3rd kickoff so far of the evening.
Oyster with the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line for your Panthers.
This one booted back down, fielded at the 14-yard line. Has a seam up the middle, falls past the 35, will be stood up at the 37-yard line, so that's where they will start their 4th possession of the game, and not much going right for this Cardinals offense so far.
Gaining more yards on the kick return thus far for this team than actually in total offense. But this defense, I mean, we've talked about it all season long, has been absolutely stifling, and they have lived up to it tonight as we're not even through the first quarter, and they've already had a defensive stand of about 30 seconds and given the ball back to their offense to score 3 times in the first quarter.
Handoff picks up close to 3 yards, right up the middle.
With the carry, number 28, Grant Robinson.
Grant Robertson, a junior running back, listed as 6'2", 205. on the carry for John Paul II. Second down, 7 now.
Second and 7 now for the Cardinals at their own 39.
A delay off to the outside, able to pick up close to that first down marker at about the 43-yard line as well. They'll mark him. Third down short.
This John Paul squad is definitely no pushover team. They had a bye week last week, go up against Bishop Dunn, of course the defending state champions, win that game in 11 overtimes, Luca falling one short of the state championship. And they basically had to bring out the rule book to figure out how that one was going to end. You go to the mandatory attempt of the 2-point conversion. Then you get after five overtimes, you start at the 3. It's an incredible thing to have a game go into 11 overtimes. And they pulled it out. It was their first district win in the last few years. I can't remember exactly when their last one was, but in this district, it is impressive if you can win any game, and they finally beat a team, and Bishop Dunn no less.
This carry picks up 1. It's short, though. 4th down and 1. Looks like they'll be going for it, but yeah, we've been talking to other teams around in the district and just in the area, and John Paul, they've sent other teams on notice, like you said, especially with that big win, 11 overtimes against Bishop Dunn. They are up against it tonight, though, against this Panther squad. 4th down and very short, and it's going to be offsides, a free play. Now handed off the middle, and looks like it's still going to be short, but again, the Panthers jumped offsides.
Offsides, defense, 5-yard penalty, results in a first down.
So the offside penalty will give a first down to the Cardinals as they move to midfield. 97 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Cardinals trailing by 3 touchdowns. Looking to put something up on the board. First down, 10 on midfield. James steps back, has a man, is caught at the 45. And Kenneth Borders brings him down into Panther territory, pickup of 6.
Borders had himself a good game last week all over the place. Defensively has come in as one of the strongholds in that linebacker unit.
So that one picked up 8. Second down, 2. Empty backfield for John Paul II. Bring the house, a big hit there past the first down marker, able to hold on first down.
Kobe Blatnick. Blatnick has played just about everywhere on this defense. We saw him come in about game 4 to 5, come in at linebacker, moves up to another defensive lineman coming off the edge. That time, as we have him here playing at safety, as we've seen a couple shifts on this defensive front. As we saw, of course, starting the year, Noah Love was back as free safety. They've moved him up to corner.
So first and 10, a bit of a delayed handoff. That picks up about a yard. As we are under a minute to go, 53 seconds left in quarter number 1. As the Cardinals try to put something up on the board and stop this 21-0 run to start off the game.
Interesting front, taking out Borders, putting in Gabriel Grubbs, pulling out a linebacker, putting in another secondary as we see a tight end come in now for the Cardinals, a rare front for them.
Second down and 9, they'll try and get it to the outside, able to cut back up toward the middle, and that is close to the first down marker, be maybe 2 yards short.
Gets subbed into the game, Gabriel Grubbs coming in getting the tackle, but he comes limping off now.
So third down and 3.
That'll be third down and 3 for the John Paul II Cardinals.
Looks like there will be a timeout. Oh, end of the first quarter, I beg your pardon. So after 21-0 Panthers, but the Cardinals are driving and looking perhaps to put up some points of their own. You're watching Parish Panthers football all season long, brought to you by Game On Sports.
21, John Paul II Cardinals, 0. And ladies and gentlemen, in honor of tonight's middle school night here at Parish, we would like to take a minute to recognize the middle school teams and their coaches. These teams all finished their season just a week ago, and these teams competed courageously against various schools around the area, and we want to recognize them for their hard work, commitment, and the way they represented Parish Episcopal School. With 7th and 8th grade cheerleading, the head coach, Ashley Childs, and assistant coach, Mary Evelyn Pierce. 7th and 8th grade cross-country boys and girls, head coach James Herman, and assistant coach Jared Fox. 7th and 8th grade field hockey, head coach Carly Carey. And 7th and 8th grade football, head coach Patrick Hughes, assistant coaches Forrest Baldwin, Billy Cummings, Brendan Murphy, and Rob Whitty. And ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to those middle school student athletes and their coaches.
We are back for the second quarter of action. 3rd down and short, and it's going to be 4th down and 2 now. After that handoff only picks up 1.
To number 12, Carson Collins, he's short of the line to gain. And it will bring up 4th down for John Paul II.
They're on the 27-yard line of the Panthers. We'll be going for it on 4th down again. The first time earlier this drive, able to drive the Panthers off sides. Picked up the first down. 4th down, 2 now.
At the Parish Panthers 27-yard line.
Sends a man in motion. Defensive line shifts. It's going to be a pass. Is incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. The Panthers offense will get it back.
He had a man open. Unfortunately, throws it a little bit low. It was number 2, Miles Parker, junior running back, unable to bring it in that time, but a good effort. But it will be a turnover on downs. Still 21-0. Parish leads this one as we are 45 seconds into the second quarter.
The Panthers take over for their first drive of this second quarter, 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That brings up a 1st down and 10 on their own 27 as play action as Stone lets go the football. He was pressured. It looked like the ball came out for a moment.
And the fumble recovery made by number 20, Luke Bridges.
A rare sack.
I believe Luke Bridges picked up the loose football.
The sack on Stone takes
A rare sack given up by this team.
loss of 9 on the play.
As Preston Stone, one of the best at scrambling, nearly 500 yards of rushing to his credit this season.
19 for Parish at their own 18.
The loss of 9 after the fumble recovery. Dry Moore checks in for the first time tonight on the top part of your screen. Stone steps back as they send some more pressure. Stone able to escape, has a block, and then gets past the original line of scrimmage, dives forward to about the 32, 33-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and manageable.
Oh, that's a heart attack play for a coach. You've got a quarterback of his caliber, jumps into the air, has a man tackle him, drops him down on his throwing shoulder. It's just one of those that your heart breaks, but then the minute he pops up, you're going, okay, all right, we're good.
So the Preston Stone scramble picks up 14 to bring up 3rd down and 5. Stone alone in the backfield, has a man. It's caught by Culp, past the 40, breaks the tackle, and now has some blocks. It's a foot race down to the sideline. No one's going to catch him. It's another touchdown for Caleb Culp. There is a flag down at midfield.
Hold on, folks. We've got laundry on the field back at the 50-yard line. And it looks like it will be a holding call against Parish.
It looks like it will be coming back.
Now, we've seen this before with a couple long plays being called back from a hold, but if you're asking me, that is one of the cleanest no holds I have seen. It. The minute the ball carrier gets there, he lets go.
That was right in front of us, too.
Offense, number 13.
So it's going to be a holding against Walls. When he got the block downfield, they say it was not a clean block, so that will negate the big touchdown grab.
Back to the Parish 42-yard line. It is enough yardage, however, for a Parish 1st and 10.
That's terrible, man.
So after the penalty, it's still enough yardage for the first down. As they get out to their own 42-yard line, 1st down 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Culp in motion. Stone looks that way, instead will roll out, has a man in his face. Still looking. We'll just throw this one out of bounds. Brings up second down 10. So a little more pressure being brought by this Cardinals defense getting into Stone's face. That one again having to throw it out of play. Second down 10 coming up. 9:29 to go in the second quarter of action. Still a 21-0 Panthers lead. Scored on all three drives so far. It's going to be a handoff to Lynch. Spins forward, picks up about 3. Looks to be a third down 7.
That might have been a little bit of a miscommunication. Goes to the other running back of Culp. Instead turns around and Lynch is waiting. Very lucky that time for it not to be a drop on the handoff.
Jai Moore coming in for Benson. Evan Green here one-on-one. They just cut off on the screen there, as you see on this near sideline. Now at the bottom of your screen. Hasn't had a catch yet. Stone has some time. Instead will run. Sees a lot of turf. Trying to get to the outside and is brought down as he picks up about 2. Going to bring up fourth down.
Now you've got the lead 21-0. You're about 1.5 yards short of the midfield line. Do you go for it, or do you try and do a quarterback punt? Now they've done that earlier in the year, but it didn't exactly go well for Stone.
I think at this point, especially with the way the defense has been playing, don't think it would be a bad idea to go for it. It's fourth down and 4. Right near midfield. 3 seconds left on the clock, and they will call a timeout. 7:56 to go in quarter number 2. The second timeout called by Parish. They're up by 21. Fourth down and 4. Jackson, like you said, on their own 48-yard line. They will talk it over.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's just an interesting situation. You've got the score in your favor. You're at home. If you win this game, you win the district championship.
Yep. Maybe bring out number 99, Burris. Have him coffin corner one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Parish would like to take a moment to thank our Platinum Panther sponsor, Julie Boren.
I would be perfectly fine with seeing a Preston Stone kick if he can keep it low, high enough to get over his lineman's pads.
Yeah, of course.
But low, let it roll out. Try and get him inside the 15 at best is what I'd be hoping for. Give this defense another shot at forcing him back, maybe get a safety, but I want to pin him back a little bit.
I want to see a punt from 99. So they will bring out the punting unit.
Change his mind on fourth down and bring in Reed Boyster in the punt team. On 4th and 4 at the Panther 48.
That's going to be a fake. It's a direct snap. First down. It looks like it. That's going to be enough. Keegan Addison with a direct snap in the run. And it's a first down.
Oh, my goodness. They bring in a punt unit for the first time last week. They finally designed an actual punt unit. And instead, they go with the fake. It was close, but just a beautifully designed fake that time, completely catching the defense off guard. Give a lot of credit to Coach Novikov. And then, of course, the special teams doing a great job that time.
So we were going either picking A or B. They go with C on the fake punt, the direct snap. First down and 10, back into Cardinals territory, up by 21. Panthers driving. Stone will hand this one off. Lynch cuts back. Takes a trio of Cardinal defenders to drag him down, a gain of about 5.
Lynch doing a good job on first time that time, showing why he is a highly touted recruit. Doesn't exactly have the amount of offers that Preston Stone does, but the caliber is still there. Of course, as we talked last week, getting it narrowed down to Virginia and Colorado State. He will be a prolific running back regardless of where he decides to go, and the future is definitely bright for that young man.
Gain of 6 on the play for the Panthers. And they'll continue on 2nd and 4 at the Cardinal 41-yard line.
So second down Benson out in motion. Stone steps back, looking. Directing traffic, is floating it almost over the head of the defender, and that'll bring up third down. Trey Spann, 6-foot junior, knocking that one away.
Had the right idea. Motions for Evan Green to go deep while trying to dump it, but the safety staying home. Smart play that time by Spann as he just follows Green the entire time and bats it down. Honestly, had a play for the interception. Not exactly sure why he went for the bat. Giving this offense another chance.
So it brings up third down and 4 on the Cardinal 42. 6:28 to go in the half. Be a handoff to number 28. He's got a lot of room. Breaks through one tackle and is knocked out. Still in bounds. It's a touchdown. Karin Lynch again.
41 yards. Takes it down. Tight-roping down the final 7 yards, but a great athletic play that time. Breaking 2 to 3 tackles. Gets into the end zone and make this a 4-possession game now for Parish, but we do have an injured Cardinal on the far sideline.
And it was right around the 9-yard line. It looked like he was knocked out of bounds. Instead, like you said, tight rope action into the end zone. It's another touchdown for Karin Lynch. You have a couple of Cardinal defenders down. Hopefully everything's okay. Actually, beg your pardon, just the one on the 9-yard line. Able to get up with some assistance. Hopefully everything okay with him. Nothing major. We're looking to get the name and number on the Cardinals player. He's walking very slowly on that sideline.
Somebody's mic is on.
So it looks like it was 26, cornerback Brooks. This kick is no good.
That might have been the first time we've actually seen an ugly kick come from the foot of Boyster. It's still a 4-possession game here in the second quarter.
6:19 to go, 27-0 Panthers. As a 41-yard touchdown run for Karin Lynch on third down and 4. A couple of touchdowns for him tonight. And the Panthers are just rolling here in the first half of action. Panthers did start the game with possession. They will be kicking off to start the second half. If you are John Paul II trying to get just any points here and get your defense a little bit of rest. There's been some quick drives for this Cardinals team. Haven't been able to stop this Panthers attack. Boyster back out to kick on the 40-yard line. A bouncer fielded at the 15-yard line. Breaks one tackle and falls forward to the 32-yard line. That's where the Cardinals will set up shop. 6:11 to go. Down by 27. Cardinals looking to get something going on the offensive side of the football.
First down and 10 for John Paul II. And ladies and gentlemen, Parish would like to offer special thanks to our Gold Panther sponsors, the commercial trial attorneys at Steckler, Gresham, and Cochran, who are proud to support Parish Panther football.
On the last drive, the Cardinals were marching down the field. Went for it on fourth down, weren't able to get it. This one's going to be a run to the outside. Picks up about 4. Cardinals have been able to move the ball their past few drives, just not able to finish, so the Panthers defense able to buckle down.
Yeah, there are several aspects of this offense that if you're Coach Teague on that far side, it's going to be a it's not going to be a long enough halftime break to try and get said what needs to be done, as this team hasn't done much.
Big hit.
Porter's a good
the ball is out. It's going to be a scoop and score. Partridge with the touchdown, but the player, the Cardinal wide receiver, is down. He took a big hit at the 25 or at the 35-yard line. The official ruling is a touchdown, but again, a scary moment. That was a big hit. Took a couple of big hits, and the ball came out. This is a scary moment. Both staffs on both sides rushing out.
A big hit being laid. It looked clean from up here, but nonetheless, that was a hard hit laid down. Not something you want to see on the sidelines. But the medical staff or the trainers for Parish just immediately seeing what happened the minute the play got past him, rushing out onto the field. At this point, if a player gets hurt like that, it doesn't matter what team you're on. You go and help. Good job that time by the home sideline doing so.
So, scary moment here. We'll take a quick pause as the official ruling is a touchdown, but again, a scary moment. Cardinals wide receiver down. Both medical staffs out there attending to him.
Number 11 for the Cardinals, Donovan Johnson, shaking up on the play. He'll make his way back to the Cardinal bench under his own power. We hope to see him return to action quickly. In the meantime, back to action on the play. It was ruled a fumble and a return for a touchdown. So credit number 27, Henry Partridge, with the 35-yard fumble return for touchdown. Now the extra point attempt for the Cardinals, or pardon me, for the Panthers from the 3-yard line.
So it was Donovan Johnson, the senior tight end, who got rocked. It's good to see he was able to get up with some help. The touchdown stands. They go for 2. That one's no good. 33-0 Panthers, a defensive score with 5:26 to go. But again, more importantly, it's good to see Donovan Johnson taking the big hit. Looked clean, but again, just kind of the whiplash from the contact was the scary part. But able to get up, and of course is in good hands now. As this Cardinals offense will get right back to work. 5:26 to go.
Carson Collins deep for the Cardinals as Boyster puts the ball in the air.
Boyster again kicks this one off. Miscommunication as the Cardinals run into each other, but now has some room past the 30 and is dragged down at the 35-yard line, so able to make something out of nothing. Was almost another disastrous special teams play on a return, but the Cardinals do keep possession. 5:17 to go, and they'll set up shop on the 35.
Almost a dangerous play that time. Could have been tackled well in their own zone, but instead, decent field position as they start just outside or right at their own 35.
The Cardinals go back to work, 1st and 10.
So it brings up 1st down and 10 on their own 35-yard line, down by 33 with 5.5 to go.
James looking to throw on 1st down.
James with some time now, being chased by Munoz, has a man that is caught, able to sidestep one defender, and is brought down at the 40, a gain of 6.
Good job that time, actually getting a gain out of that one. In the backfield, good job scrambling as Grayson James. As one of the few times we saw Blake Burris. But again, Josue Munoz coming off the edge, just barreling on the weak side, unable to get to the quarterback for his first sack of this one.
2nd down and about 4.5.
That's a room, 41-yard line. James will throw.
James steps back again, being pressured, and will step out, loses a few yards.
James forced out of bounds by number 60. Josue Munoz.
Noah Richards in there as well, along with Munoz, brings up 3rd down and 5.
Following the loss of a yard on 2nd down, it's 3rd and 5 now for John Paul II.
So Panthers again looking to force a 4th down. 3rd down, 5. James steps back again, has some red in his face, and is caught. Brought down at midfield by Borders, but able to hang on that time for the 1st down.
At midfield by number 6, Kenneth Borders. And the Sticks will move with a 1st down for the Cardinals.
Burris coming back in for this defense. 1st down 10, 4:12 to go. 33-0.
They'll continue at midfield.
1st and 10 at midfield.
In the first half.
James again steps back, has a man. That one in and out of the hands of Miles Parker. 5'7" junior, not able to haul that one in. 2nd down 10.
Play by number 22, Colby Blacknick.
Blacknick on the coverage that time.
Still plenty of time, 3:55 in this half. All 3 timeouts remaining on that far side for Coach Teague, as this is now a momentum drive, just trying to take something into halftime.
Again, they start the 2nd half with the ball, so if they can string together maybe perhaps a couple of scores, as this one looks to be a free play. Flags are thrown. He's going to scramble, takes an extra hit, and there goes flags flying everywhere. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike, as now there's some shoving on that far side.
This needs to get broken up quick.
Don't want anything to get out of hand. A 33-0 lead on the scoreboard right now, and you don't want tensions to flare more. There's a late hit. Initial flag was going to be an offsides. There's another player down for the Cardinals on that sideline.
Dangerous situation. We might actually see a warning for an ejection, if not something more severe. But it's one of those that it's already a late hit and then some extra shoving going on the sideline.
Yeah, so right at the boundary. A late hit. Like it is Carson Collins, number 12, is a senior running back.
In the meantime, the officials are at midfield discussing the multiple penalty calls on this play.
So the initial flags looked to be an offsides, and then flags came in from everywhere after the late hit and then extra shoving on that sideline, as the officials will sort things out. 3:47 to go in the 2nd quarter of action. Jackson is, up to this point, going back to last week, it's been a relatively clean 6 quarters of action. It's actually the first penalty is a legal motion.
Then we had personal foul, late hit out of bounds, defense, and then a dead ball, personal foul, offense. Those fouls will offset.
So illegal motion was the first one, and then unsportsmanlike on each side. So those will cancel out.
Not something you want to see. There was no player actually announced for the unsportsmanlike conduct at the end. And of course, you know who did the late hit, but on the shoving on the sideline, there was no player identified, which could be big. If you don't identify a player, you cannot give them a warning. If you haven't gotten a warning, then there's no threat of being kicked out. You get the warning first and then kicked out, unless it is something horribly, horribly severe, which we typically don't see.
Saw that a few weeks ago. I forget which Panther was called out, but didn't have a warning, but they called him out just because of the nature of the situation. That's a big hit. It's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, that was the Fort Worth Christian game we saw. I don't remember the warning, but apparently he had been given one. It was a targeting call twice in the game. Second one was kind of questionable. Nonetheless, player safety is of the utmost importance in today's game, and for good reasons. But, yeah, you never want to see a player get ejected, but definitely one of those trying to keep the players safe and healthy.
Parker on the slant picks up 7. 3:10 to go. Plenty of time. Like you said, all 3 timeouts for the Cardinals. Empty backfield for James. And the Panthers territory. Again, bringing the house, and that one's incomplete, going for the slant again.
Could have had a man for an easy first down. Guns in a little bit too hard. As instead it will be a 3rd and about 4.
The incomplete pass will make it 3rd and 3 for the Cardinals.
Panthers defense trying to get in order. Culp does get to his position far side. They're going after him, and that one is incomplete. Somehow that one's not caught. Culp getting there just in the nick of time and then batting it away brings up 4th down.
I don't honestly think Culp batted it away. I think he just tried to catch it around Culp. Unfortunately, unable to bring it down. Would have been an incredible play. Might have heard the SportsCenter soundtrack be going off in the background if he had pulled it off, but nonetheless incomplete. He'll bring a short 4th down, but at this part of the field, you're less than 3 minutes. You have to go for it.
Less than 3 minutes to play in this first half.
So Panthers again looking to force a turnover on downs, but before then, the Cardinals will call a timeout. 2:56 to go, down by 33. 4th down and 4 decision coming up for this Cardinals squad.
As the John Paul II Cardinals spend their first.
Panthers up big. Thank you for tuning in to our coverage of Parish Panthers football. Nick Laupius, Jackson Dunham here with you. Stay with us. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for the final 2:56 of action after this timeout.
To our new Gold Panther sponsor, Southwest Funding. Thank you for your proud support of Parish Panther football. Mark Pfeiffer, a.k.a. Mortgage Mark with Homebridge Financial Services, is proud to be back to support Parish Panther football. Go Panthers! And also thank you to our community sponsor, Jimmy John's, for their generous support of Panther football this year. Following the timeout by the Cardinals. They will face 4th down and 2. Actually, we'll call it 4th and 3. At the Parish Panthers.
So 4th down and 3, and this is going to be the first time we've seen a quarterback under center, and it's going to be a play action going, has a man open, is caught, and is escorted out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So the Cardinals convert and keep the chains moving. 2:50 to go, and deep into Panthers territory.
It was Donovan Johnson, the player going out earlier in the game, comes back in.
Are you kidding?
Senior coming in, gets another reception as it will be inside the red zone now. 2:50 remaining here in the second quarter.
The drive continues for the Cardinals now, 1st and 10.
Well, good to see everything is okay with the senior tight end. 1st down and 10. James steps back, is pressured as a man in the end zone, and is caught for the touchdown in the back corner, Javante Russell.
For the John Paul II Cardinals with the touchdown.
or I beg your pardon, Shantae Nettles. Got a couple of different so the Cardinals get on the board.
Now the extra point attempt for John Paul II from the 3-yard line.
13-yard touchdown pass by James, and the point after is good. 33-7 now. 2:43 to go in the first half, and that's a big scoring drive for the Cardinals.
No, just a great job. You have to bring something into half when you're going up against one of the top teams in the state. As we see, as you look at the Max Preps rankings, number 18 overall in the state, it is going to be tough to score. So when you can get something, maybe a little bit of momentum moving into halftime, you have to take advantage of it. Now they do. Here's the problem. You give almost 3 minutes and a timeout to a team with Preston Stone in the backfield.
And they've been able to showcase their big playability throughout the night. That's plenty of time. And like you said, one timeout left for this Panthers team to put up some more points. So this will be the first time since the opening kickoff that the Cardinals kick unit is out there.
35, Jackson Mata will tee up the ball at the Cardinal 40-yard line. Caleb Colt deep for your Panthers.
Fielded by Culp at the 16-yard line. Able to go up the middle, has some blocks. No one's going to catch him. It's a touchdown, Caleb Culp.
And he doesn't have a headset, but our producer Ori called it before the play happened. And Caleb Culp, just a great job, finds a seam. Oh my goodness.
83 yards for Caleb Culp. And that's a quick strike for Parish. 39-7.
Talked about having less than 3 minutes at a timeout. They didn't need any of that. Give them 19 seconds and a kick return.
Culp got some blocks and then turned on the afterburners. 83-yard kick return for the touchdown. Boyster out to attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick. 2.5 to go. Now 40-7. Panthers with the lead.
I can't help but smile. This has been an absolute clinic put on by the entire team of Parish. We got a couple players dancing on the sideline. Defense forces the fumble, takes it in for a touchdown. Offense, Preston Stone having a day, already 2 touchdowns tonight. And then, of course, you've got special teams with the kick return for the touchdown. It has been, the entire team has been incredible, and we're not even to halftime.
Offense hasn't punted it yet for the Panthers. They lined up in a punt formation, but went with the fake, ended up scoring a touchdown on that drive. And like you said, the defensive scoop and score, and now a special teams touchdown. All 3 phases of the game able to put up some points for Coach Novikov. We're still in the first half of action. Already putting up 40 points. 2.5 to go as Boyster will kick it off. And we'll give the Cardinals the ball back with 2.5 to go and 2 timeouts. And you got to think with any momentum and confidence that this John Paul team had with that scoring drive, well, all went out the window after the Culp touchdown. This one's fielded as they look to respond with a good return themselves. Get it out to the 33-yard line.
Nettles doing a good job that time. He's had a decent game on the receiving team thus far, as they haven't been pinned back, except for, of course, when they had trickery on the first kick return of the game.
A couple of miscues in the return game, not coming back on a turnover, though, so that term, I guess, hasn't come back to bite them, but all other phases of the game, they've been dominated. James steps back, looking, has a couple of jerseys chasing after him, and will just throw it out. An impressive grab there on the sideline. Dustin Henderson, number 11, leaping up, making the one-handed grab.
Siri thinks the announcer is me, but not the. Is your phone going off? No, my watch. Oh. It's like, what can I help you with?
So second down 10 on the 31-yard line.
Stop it, I don't even sound like that dude.
The incomplete pass on first down will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 31.
James steps back, is going to scramble, has some room, and will step out of bounds this time, no contact. Be enough to move the chains for a first down.
Just an update from around the league. An interesting turn of events right now. The Fort Worth All Saints, who of course knocked off Parish, their only loss of the year, is currently beating the undefeated Nolan Catholic. It's still 14-7 in the second quarter, but a big game out at Nolan Catholic as they currently trail. It would be their first loss of the season. Of course, still early in that one.
Some pressure now from the Panthers, and James is sacked. A loss of about 5. Looks like Blacknick was there first. Burris in the mix as well.
Jose Munoz doing a great job getting pressure off the edge, forcing him into the awaiting arms of the big man Blake Burris. Surprisingly, though, the first sack of the game.
A lot of pressure. It's the first time they're able to get home. Second down 15. James steps back, is looking, has a man, is caught back to the original line of scrimmage, brings up third down and 10. Johnson with the grab.
Donovan Johnson doing one of those running to the original line of scrimmage, just halts and turns around. But it'll be 3rd and 10. Another long third down attempt for the Cardinals, as this defense has done a great job here in the first half.
Final minute of play here in the second quarter. Third down 10. On their own 43-yard line. James steps back again. Here's some extra pressure going down the middle. And looks like a catch. Initial ruling is a catch. The side judge, I think, made a motion that it was incomplete, but not saying anything yet.
We have 2 different calls on the field right now. One of the umpires said no.
Yeah, I think from up here it looked like it hit the turf. They will rule it a catch. So a big conversion on third down and 10. Gets into Panthers territory. Clock running with 35 seconds to go. First down 10. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Spins past one defender. Falls forward close to the 20-yard line. Pick up about 4.
Grant Robinson taking the carry up the line that time. 2 timeouts remaining, 24 seconds.
They will call their second.
I was about to say 21 seconds, but they let a lot of time roll. They almost let the line completely get set. Then they call a timeout. They wasted 4 seconds. It doesn't sound like much, but in a football game, when you're already losing by 33, any time matters.
So again, all set up by the conversation and the ruling of a complete pass on that third down and 10. Jackson, like you said, there's a couple of different calls. Umpire calling it incomplete. Eventually gets overruled, so brings up that first down and then a gain of about 6 on that first down run before calling the timeout. With 26 seconds left, down by 33. Cardinals now with 1 timeout remaining, get back out there. This Panthers defense looking to, again, stand strong and keep this Cardinals team to only putting up 7 points in this first half. Noah Love running back out there. But now we'll have a timeout called by Parish, their final timeout of the first half. So, back-to-back timeouts. We'll take a timeout, too. 26 seconds to go. All Panthers, but the Cardinals driving.
And now with the Panthers out of timeouts, it'll be second down and 4.
All right, so I don't think we can have a third consecutive timeout. 26 seconds to go. We're back in action. Man in motion, second down 4. A quick halfback swing, and that'll be enough for the first down. Borders escorting the running back out. It'll be first down, 22 seconds to go. Stops the clock, getting out of bounds.
Good call that time, just taking your halfback, let him run out on a flat. Pressure comes in, but no one's out there to guard the big guy, number 28, as Grant Robinson able to bring in the reception. Gets out of bounds. It's going to be 1st and 10 in the red zone again for the Cardinals.
For the Cardinals, 1st and 10 at the Panthers' 16-yard line.
So they're on the Panthers' 16. James steps back now, rolling out, stepping and throwing to the end zone, and overthrows everyone.
Receiver number 2, Miles Parker. The pass incomplete.
Trying to go deep. Had a man, had a step on the safety and the cornerback covering. Goes a little bit long. 17 seconds still remaining.
Second down and 10.
Cardinals break the huddle to face
One timeout left for the Cardinals.
Panthers, 16-yard line.
None for Parish.
17 ticks to play in the half.
James again looking now. Will step up, sees some turf. Gets sandwiched between a few Panthers. Picks up about 5, and they'll call their last timeout.
And timeout taken by the Cardinals.
With 5 seconds showing left on the clock.
5 seconds remain in our first half here at Snyder Stadium as the John Paul II Cardinals take timeout. It is their third and final timeout of the half.
So this looks to be the final play of the half. 5 seconds to go, no timeouts on either side. Third down and about 6. James steps back, has a little bit of time now, rolling out, looking, can't find anyone. The ball is out. A flag is thrown, no time shown on the clock, and it'll all depend on what the flag is. And so they will rule intentional grounding, so not a fumble. Intentional grounding, either way, ends the half. And an impressive half for Parish as they are up 33 points against John Paul II. Jackson, anything else? I know we've already talked a lot about all 3 phases of this game, but before we go to half, final thoughts on this first half.
It seems like it's almost a bit too easy. We look at what Parish has done this season. They've dropped some big numbers the last few weeks. Of course, 57 against Fort Worth Christian, 37 against Dunn, 54 against Lynch, and then Prestonwood another 44. But 40 points and a half, regardless of who you're playing, is impressive. It gets even more impressive when you look at the standings and realize you're facing the number 6 team in the state. This is a resume booster for this team. They will most likely go into playoffs with the same overall record with Trinity Christian with 1 loss. But this is one of those resume boosters to try and prove that even though you have the same record, we have faced a better schedule, and it could just be one of these, if it could be a win like this, to finally push them over the bubble.
So we get to the halftime break. Like you said, a very impressive first half, as we'll take a break along with the teams. The Cardinals get the ball to start the second half of action, and we will be right back. Thank you so much for tuning in to Game On Sports' coverage of Parish Panthers football all season long.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Paul II High School is proud to present the Cardinal Marching Band. The Cardinal Band is under the direction of Michael Browning and Austin Jordan. Guard instructor is Donna Hicks. Your drum major is Iñaki Romero Garza. Drum captain is Ethan Gant. Squad leaders are Jason Buterna, Matt Bustaros, Hannah Guidry, Audrey Van Meer, and Dylan Westerfield. Band student of the week, Jonas Aronson. Section of the week, the bass drum line. Tonight, the band will perform a part of their 2019 marching show, The Modern Bond.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Paul II High School proudly presents the regional, state, and national champion, Cardinal Bells. The Cardinal Bell social officers are Ella Penny, Anna Grace McSpadden, Kelly Heath, and head social officer Naomi Font. The Cardinal Bell officers are Second Lieutenant Jenna Giamateo, First Lieutenant Haley Gamboa, and the Captain, Katie Rock. The Cardinal Bells are directed by Mrs. Bethany Ralston and assisted by Miss Marielle Stevenson.
The Cardinal Bell of the Week is Rebecca Timmons. And now, the Cardinal Bells will perform their prop production routine.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your Cardinal Bell. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the mighty sound of the Midway, your Parish Drum Line. This evening, the group will be playing the Cadence Elemental. This speech features student-written solos, and you get to decide who wins. When the time comes, please show your support by cheering for the side you think did the best job. Our fearless assistant captain, Sam Robinson, will lead this portion, so sit back and enjoy and get ready to show some love for our group. The Parish Drumline is led by Captain Grace Ritter and Assistant Captain Sam Robinson. Student officers include Cole Hudson, Claire Hudson, Chase Angel, Landon Scott, Owen Kinzer, Agnad Dahl, and Sammy Levinson. Drumline manager is Natalie Pham. The Parish Drumline is under the direction of Melissa Camp and Chris Burns. Now, sit back and enjoy the 2019 Parish Drumline. Let's have one more round of applause for your Parish Drumline. Parish Rosette. The Rosette officers are Lieutenant Tony Butskin, Lieutenant Abby Schwartzwelder, First Lieutenant Emma Denheyer, Lieutenant Yuming Lee, and in the center, your captain, Lauren Chappelle. This week is Sergeant Week, and we would like to recognize the amazing ladies who do so much for the team. The Rosette Sergeants are Emery Miller, Francis Collins, Vivi Verges, Carla Hopkin, and Grace Mondas. Miss High Kick this week is Claire Bowles. Now sit back and enjoy an exciting kick routine to Yankee Doodle. Rachel London, Miss Fanny Anderson, and Mr. Adam Spencer. The directors of your Parish Rosette are Mrs. Megan Bowen and Ms. Taylor Gray. Another round of applause for your Parish Rosette.
Since I was young enough to know that everybody was gonna know me. Most of them don't see. The bigger the bill, the harder you fall. Well, I'm doing mine, 'cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is the bigger the bill, the harder you fall. Well, I'm doing mine, 'cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is work, 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 work,
And welcome back to Game On Sports' coverage of Parish Panthers football as we are getting closer to the second half kickoff. Nick Laupius, Jackson Donovan with you again here. It is a 40-7 lead for Parish against the number 6 team in the state rankings. And it's been all Panthers really in all three phases of the game. But the Cardinals do start off the second half with possession.
They did. They got a touchdown before the half ended. Had a chance in close late. Unfortunately, of course, the penalty to end the half was intentional grounding. But they will start it with this one, deferring to start the game. They will get the opening kickoff, and we'll see if they can take any of that momentum that they gained here into the second half, because they are on the doorstep of possibly this game ending a little quicker than they intended.
Panthers dominating all aspects of the game. Offense having no problem putting up points, but they also have a touchdown from their defense. And then Caleb Culp, who's having himself quite a night, a 81-yard kick return for a touchdown. That made it 40-7 after John Paul got their first points of the night. Both teams make their way back out onto the field. Been a bit of a chippy game at points, but nothing too serious. We did have a scary moment. Donovan Johnson took a big hit, but he was right back out there maybe 3 plays later. Made a couple of grabs.
But then, of course, just sticking with the game plan, Preston Stone, 28 touchdowns now on the year, having an incredible season. Of course, you touched on earlier, already hitting the 2,000-yard mark through the air as we have this second half, and then, of course, one more regular season game.
It's been a remarkable campaign for Preston Stone, his junior year. For the Panthers, as we are getting ready for the second half of action here at Gloria H. Snyder Stadium in Farmers Branch. A chilly night, 54 degrees currently, but no chance of rain. And then really not a whole lot of wind, maybe about from the southeast, at most about 5-mile-per-hour gusts so far, but then pretty good conditions for both of these squads. Panthers have taken advantage all night long, at least in this first half, as we get ready for the second half.
As we come back, couple updates score-wise. Nolan Catholic has tied it up against Fort Worth All Saints, and then somehow, very quickly paced game already in the fourth quarter. Prestonwood Christian is winning 13-10 over Bishop Lynch. That game at home for Prestonwood.
So a nice rebound for the Lions after last week against these Panthers. Bishop Lynch having a rough go at it throughout the season.
At Gloria Snyder Stadium, a 40-7 lead for your Parish Panthers as we begin this
So Reed Boyster setting up the football. He's ready to kick things off in the second half of action. A 33-point lead for the Panthers. Jackson, like you said, perhaps looking to send this crowd home happy and maybe a little bit earlier than anticipated in this another top 10 matchup. That really hasn't seemed to give the Panthers too much trouble throughout this 5-week stretch as this one's kicked down. Fielded right at the 5-yard line. Trying to get to that outside edge, cuts back into the middle and is down at the 27.
41, Andrew Merrick on the coverage team, bringing him down. One of the shorter of the returns that time. Coverage team coming in as they will drop him inside their own 30-yard line.
So the 6'2 junior cornerback, Grayson James, coming back out there looking to lead his squad back into the end zone. One touchdown pass for him tonight. So they start off at the 26. First down 10, empty backfield for James. A little bit of a low snap, gets it to Johnson. Falls forward to the 43-yard line, plenty for the first down.
And we've seen a couple of those quick hitter passes work well for this Cardinal squad. They've had a couple short slants, could have been busted for more, but throws just not quite on the mark. But that time finding Johnson quickly as he brings it down for the first down.
Listed at 6'5", 218, the senior tight end. Johnson falling forward, enough for a first down. A little bit of pressure from the linebackers, but a quick slant is caught. A gain of 9, impressive catch by Miles Parker.
Again, just another example, quick off the line, finding open space on the field, gets it to his man right where he needs to, and almost another first down, but 2 back-to-back quick pickups for the Cardinals coming out firing.
Second down, 1 yard to go now for John Paul II at the Parish, 48.
Back into Panthers territory. Johnson in motion. The halfback screen is caught and will be forced out of bounds at the 43, 44-yard line, first down.
I think Burris was a little bit surprised how easily he came off that edge. But he is a big body. You don't want to give him a clean look, even if you're trying to do a little screen that time. Nonetheless, able to get it around Burris for the first down.
The drive continues for the Cardinals, 1st and 10.
So 3 quick passes, and they are marching down the field. First down, 10.
James will throw on first down, looking for
Again, another quick pass is caught, able to spin past 1, and Johnson picks up about 9.
Borders that time, making the tackle, missed initially. Made the man stutter step, able to come back. Giving up another yard, though, after missing the tackle the first time.
It's now 2nd down and 2 for the John Paul II Cardinals at the Parish 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down, 2 after the gain of 8. James now taking a little more time, and again another quick crossing route. That will be enough for the first down. Another quick pass, another first.
Andrew Merrick coming up on the tackle, his second of this drive. Like some very easy movement coming from the Cardinals out of this second half. If only they had played this well in the first, this might be a different game. But this defense, we got almost a little bit sluggish.
John Paul II now at the Parish 31-yard line.
Now on the Panther 31. First down and 10.
James throwing, he's going to run out of the
James scrambling, has a man open. That's caught right toward the marker. Will fall forward at the 20, enough for the first down.
Standards tackled near the first down marker by number 6.
And Grayson James just finding time, stepping up in the pocket. Not as much pressure coming in this game from this defensive line that we have touted all season long. Only the 1 sack thus far. Would have had 2, but of course the initial grounding call at the end of the first half.
So the quick passing attack already has the Cardinals down to the 20-yard line of Parish. First down and 10. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Down by 33. James steps back. It's a halfback screen. That one is caught. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage is met about a yard short of the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be second down 11.
Culp and Addison in on the tackle that time, stopping him in his tracks. First loss on a play of this drive. They've taken a good deal of time off the clock. Already nearing 4 minutes of possession.
Started at the 26-yard line. Second down 11, now back to the Panther 21. Bit of a low snap. James able to field it, though. Has another crossing route. Trying to escape from Borders, but just going to spin him down is the linebacker. Third down and about 6.
The officials will mark forward progress to the 17. It's a gain of 4.
So this is the kind of drive you want if you're John Paul II. Looking to put up at least 6 points here on a touchdown, not wanting to have to try and settle for a field goal, although at this point I don't think they would try that. Try and go on fourth down. They've done a few times so far. James again scrambling, has some room, got a block downfield, and will just slide down inside the 10. So that'll set up first and goal.
Interesting block that time. Or interesting slide. Kind of just bounced off the turf. He's to watch himself or he might take an injury to that left hand as he tried to stabilize himself. Kind of just plopped down, though.
Coming up on a 5-minute drive. First down and goal at the 10-yard line for the Cardinals, down by 33. Johnson in motion again, the tight end.
James will throw on first and goal.
James looking, and that's thrown low, and they're going to call or throw a flag on that one. Looks to be pass interference.
Yeah, most likely going to be the pass interference. Who's number 20, Luke Bridges. Maybe just getting a little bit too greedy that time, trying to break it up. This will most likely be, they'll take him to at the 5-yard line.
Defense, number 20, spot foul, automatic first down.
Defensive pass interference, the call against the Panthers.
Going to call it a spot call, 5-yard line, first and goal, automatic first down.
Automatic first down, first and goal once again for the Cardinals.
So now first and goal on the 5-yard line, 6:52 to go. And quarter number 3. James under center. It's going to be a handoff and is met in the backfield. There is big Blake Burris, and they're going to throw a flag. Look to be directed toward the dance, and it will be a penalty against Blake Burris on the celebration.
That's just one of those uncalled for penalties. You've got the lead 40-7. I understand that you're inside your own 5 and you're very happy with what just happened, but one of the moments you just need to look at the scoreboard and go, okay, let's just treat this like it's a good play.
And the ball moved half the distance to the goal. It will be a first and goal once again for John Paul.
So half the distance to the goal, moves it up to the 3, and another first down, automatic first down.
Cardinals now at the Panther 3-yard line.
So they abandon the under center, and now here's some pressure again. Just having to throw it away.
And the pass out of bounds, we'll see where that pass went out of bounds. The line of scrimmage at the 3-yard line.
Looks like Borders was there forcing the issue, and they're going to throw a flag here. Looks to be intentional grounding, I believe.
Intentional grounding, the ball did not cross the line of scrimmage. There were no receivers in the area. That's a loss of down, spot of foul, second down.
That'll be a big loss on the intentional grounding because, like, Grayson James was pushed back a long way with the pressure coming in, and they're going to put him at the 21, so it's going to be first and goal with 21 yards to go.
It is a loss of down, so second down and goal from the 21-yard line. 6:01 to go. And a long drive, but now getting backed up with the Cardinals.
Second and goal for John Paul II at the Parish Panther 21-yard line. James will throw on
James again stepping back, having to step up in the pocket, has a man toward the sideline and is incomplete.
You're going to say his knee hit out of bounds before he touched the ball.
Pass intended for number 2, Miles Parker. Third down and goal coming up for the
Parker,
Cardinals.
the intended receiver, not able to bring it in. So third down and goal from the 21-yard line.
Not much wind right now, so if there was a field goal attempt, it'd be basically a straight-up try.
The Cardinals break the huddle facing third down and
So an
goal.
empty backfield
Parish Panther 21-yard line.
for Grayson James. Third down, 21, or goal from the 21, going to the end zone. Double coverage and is now knocked away. Going to bring up fourth down.
Great play that time. It was the freshman Daniel Demery spying that throw from the free safety position, gets over and bats it down. This is going to be fourth down. Because it's fourth down and goal, it looks like they're going to bring on the field goal unit, as this is going to be the first field goal attempt we'll see of the game, and it should be, looks like they're going to kick from 27, so a 37-yard field goal attempt.
Really no wind. The slight gust is a little bit in the face of the kicker, but not too much. And this one will have a flag, and we'll see who they call it on. There'll be an offside against the Panthers, so bring them a little bit closer.
Offside, encouragement would contact the call against Parish. And the ball moved forward 5 yards to the Panthers' 16-yard line. Mata stays on the field to attempt the field goal. The spot by DiCarlo at the 23-yard line. Now a 33-yard attempt for Mata.
So now a 33-yard attempt. A good snap, a good hold. This a line drive kick, and that is wide left. So that is no good. The Panthers defense holds, and they will get the ball back. But that was a very long drive for the Cardinals, and no points to show for it.
Definitely an eventful drive. Once you get into the red zone, several penalties coming out. As we'll see Blake Burris get a little bit of a talking to, most likely on the sideline. But 5:45 remaining in the third. 40-7. If a touchdown is scored here by Parish, that will trigger the running clock.
5:45 remains in our third quarter as the Panthers take over on offense, first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Panthers set up shop at their own 20, first down 10.
The swing pass complete.
Pass is complete to Benson, has some room, cuts back toward the middle, is all the way out to the 45-yard line. A big run after catch from Christian Benson.
And this kid, we've seen it all year long. If you give him any space or a one-on-one look, he's going to make the move to make the man miss. Great job again that time. Finds the sideline, keeps it in bounds for a huge gain up to the 45.
The chains move, the clock winds, the drive continues. First and 10 Panthers. The ball now at their own 45-yard line.
First down play action, has a man open right over the middle to the 30 to the 20. It's a foot race and is brought down to the 13-yard line. I believe that was Foster Malloy. Number 3, the junior tight end, with a huge grab. And brings up first down and 10.
It's the third time they've gone with a tight end streaking down the middle. First big play was with Merrick, that time with Foster Malloy. Just a great job. This 2 plays now and already in the red zone.
First and 10, a handoff to Lynch, has the corner, cuts back and is in. It's another touchdown for Karin Lynch. There is a flag thrown in the backfield. A good eye again by Jackson, pointing that one out.
We'll check that penalty call with tonight's referee.
It'll be a holding against Parish.
Oh, that would have been a 3-play drive for the touchdown.
Holding. The left tackle, offense. 10-yard penalty. 3-play first down.
So that'll take away the third touchdown for Karin Lynch. We'll back them up to the 24, loss, or a 10-yard penalty rather.
I believe they actually called that on Alejandro Garcia.
First down and 20 for the Panthers at the Cardinal 24-yard line.
So first and 20 play action. Sets up Malloy again. Caught it. Able to squeeze through, and another flag is thrown as Malloy was down to the 7-yard line, but again, a late flag.
I think Malloy was surprised he didn't get tackled at first. Instead, gets another 5 yards. We'll wait to see what this call is.
The penalty marker down at the 13-yard line. And the call is offensive pass interference against Parish.
So it's going to be offensive pass interference.
Blocking the back. Offense from 41.
Oh, actually, they'll say a block in the back penalty against Parish.
Illegal block in the back against the Panthers. That ball marked off 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And it's placed at the 23-yard line. It remains first down for Parish.
So it's a spot foul. And on that penalty, they'll actually pick up a yard. Brings it up to the 23.
First down and 19 now for Parish.
Still first down. 19 to go. Lynch looking for some room. Will pick up 1 or 2. Second down and 17. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
We've seen this team have some issues with penalties throughout the season, but tonight is very uncharacteristic. It just seems like at the worst moment, they're drawing a penalty, whether it be a hold or the pass interference.
Second down and 18 now for Parish at the John Paul II 22-yard line.
Oh, got it.
This one will be halted before it gets started. Looks to be offsides. And it will be an offsides against the Cardinals, so that'll give 5 free yards to the Panthers.
Encroachment with contact offside against the Cardinal defense. And the 5-yard walk-off moves the ball forward to the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
So back within the red zone.
It's now second down and 12 for your Panthers at the Cardinals' 17.
After the 5-yard penalty, makes it second down 12.
Stone will throw on second down.
Stone steps back, has a man that's caught at the 5, trying to spin into the end zone, is stopped just a few yards short, and that's Evan Green's first grab of the night.
Uncharacteristic, taking him so long to finally get a reception. Just strange not seeing him in the end zone. Is actually going to sub him out.
So Evan Green with his first grab of the night. First down and goals, they get to the 3-yard line.
The Panthers break the huddle, facing first down and goal at the Cardinal 3-yard line.
Lynch and Benson, the two running backs. Lynch already with 2 touchdowns on the ground. They'll hand it off to him. It breaks a tackle and is into the end zone. It's a hat trick, Karin Lynch.
Bringing in the big boy set. Gets it in, 3-yard run for the touchdown. Karin Lynch having himself a night.
A little bit of talk afterwards, but nothing comes of that. Now 46-7. As the extra point looking to put him up by 40. What an evening for Karin Lynch.
Number 18, Reed Boyster to attempt the point after for the Panthers. From the 3-yard line, rubs to hole.
Boyster in for the extra point. Taking some time to set things up. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick. 47-7. Panthers with the lead. And that didn't take them too long at all. About a 4-minute drive. They start at their 20-yard line, and Karin Lynch able to punch it home.
Yeah, it would have been less. It would have only been a 3-play drive, but of course, penalties took over. But still an impressive drive now from Parish. This puts them up 40. The 5th time this season they have had a lead of 40 or more points on a team.
And again, this is against the number 6 team in the state. In a very important matchup, winner, or Panthers with the win tonight, win the district. Now he came out with a purpose and making a statement tonight against the number 6 ranked team in the rankings.
Dropping deep for the Cardinals.
Also some other big games going on throughout the district and TAPS tonight. Boyster out to kick. I'll do a little floater and a big hit at the 33. Able to hold on though.
By number 11, Dustin Henderson.
But another Cardinal player is down, getting helped up. As that was Miles Parker, the running back, who grabbed it and took a big hit up high.
Getting a little bit of help going off the field. As we wait for the two teams to get on, give you another update from around the league. They're live in the third quarter. Nolan Catholic leads All Saints. Of course, Nolan Catholic right now the number 3 team in the state as the lone undefeated team in the top 5.
And a big thank you to Raising Cane's, who joins us once again this year as a Gold Panthers.
And then, of course, in the fourth quarter, Prestonwood has extended their lead 20-10 over Bishop Lynch.
First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line. As we approach 90 seconds to play in the third quarter.
So Nolan Catholic able to come back and now reclaim the lead, looking to stay undefeated. Here's the first play, and that one's incomplete.
The receiver, Donovan Johnson.
Johnson not able to bring that one in.
Johnson covered on the play by number 27, Henry Partridge.
Second down 10 as they are set up shop at the 32-yard line. A minute to go here in quarter number 3.
You got Highland Park and a couple of those other guys that are just stacked.
Second down and 10 at the 32-yard line.
James steps back, and there's the second sack of the night for this Panthers defense. Colby Blatnick, the senior, picks one up.
Blackney's done a great job on defense this season. Of course, he had the long fumble recovery for a touchdown the last time this team was at home. Definitely not disappointing tonight as he gets the sack.
Fourth quarter. 20 seconds to fourth quarter.
A loss of 7. They're down 17. Looks like they will let the clock run down as we have the running clock now, and that will do it for the third quarter. Just one touchdown scored in that third. That's all they needed to start running the clock. 47-7 Panthers lead. We'll take a quick break as we go to quarter number 4. Stay with us here on Game On Sports.
We head to fourth quarter action here at Parish Episcopal School. It's your Parish Panthers 47, John Paul II Cardinals 7. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, in honor of tonight's middle school night here at Parish, we would like to take a minute to recognize the middle school teams and their coaches. These teams finished their season just a week ago and competed courageously against various schools around the area. We would like to recognize them for their hard work, commitment, and the way they represented Parish Episcopal School. We'd also like to recognize the 7th and 8th grade volleyball teams, the red team head coach Molly Clark, the blue team head coach Jessica Warren, and assistant to both red and blue teams, Amber Rose. The 7th and 8th grade cheerleaders head coach Ashley Childs, assistant coach Mary Evelyn Pierce. 7th and 8th grade cross country boys and girls head coach James Herman, assistant coach Jared Fox, and 7th and 8th grade field hockey head coach Carly Carey. Folks, give a big round of applause to our middle school student athletes and their coaches. We'll begin the fourth quarter of play here at Snyder Stadium. 3rd and 17 for the Cardinals.
3rd down and 17 as we start off the fourth quarter of action. James being flushed out of the pocket again. That's to the 25, to the 30. And finally out of the 32-yard line. Got back to the original line of scrimmage and then some, brings up 4th down and 10. Of course, we have the running clock here in the final quarter, up by 40. Looks like they will send out the punting unit.
Let's go. Punting it.
The 40, Jerry DiCarlo and the Cardinal punt team on the field on 4th and 10 at the Cardinal 32-yard line.
So again, the Panthers defense just putting on yet another clinic, holding this Cardinals team to just 6 points, or 7 points, beg your pardon.
And now penalty flag coming in from the back judge.
Delay game.
A delay of game now against the Cardinals. They look a little confused to their sideline.
Delay of game, the penalty against John Paul II. The ball moved back to the 27-yard line.
Not quite sure what the miscommunication was. The players just didn't know they were punting or what was going on, but it is now we see another substitution coming off the field.
Fourth down and 15 for John Paul II at their own 27-yard line.
So the delay of game backs them up 5, 4th, 15. Bit of a low snap, able to get the punt off, though. Right at the 47 is Culp and dragged down. They'll get him to the 46. Davis, or Charlie Daniels, beg your pardon, the junior, with the tackle. And the Panthers offense going back out there up by 40 points and the clock running with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, we're hitting 10 minutes to play. You've got a great offense entering the field now. You know you've got some great running backs. We'll interested to see who comes in to play. As it looks like we're going to get the senior Noah Love now in at quarterback.
Number 8, Noah Love, now in the game at quarterback for the Panthers.
Love, number 8, out there now. The senior quarterback also plays a lot of safety on the defensive side. Cooper Myland, the freshman running back, is out there, number 15. First down 10, 46-yard line, rather. It's going to be a handoff to Myland. Like might lose about a yard.
Myland out to the 45-yard line. It looks like a loss of 1 on
I think this is actually his first carry of the year. Unfortunately, not exactly going in the direction he wants to, but getting some playing time now as we near the end of this one. 9 minutes remaining in the fourth.
For the Panthers at their own 45.
Second down 11. Love rolling out.
Love will roll to his right.
Looking, has a man, and that one is just short. The intended receiver looked like that was Bruce Mitchell, another freshman, brings up third down.
It's nice to see some new faces on the field. Of course, Love has had a couple of snaps in the backfield, 2 for 4 on the year, only for 10 yards. But still, it's nice to get the senior a little bit of playing time on the offense. Of course, we know he is a stalwart in the secondary for the defense, doing a great job anchoring that half of the ball this season.
The incomplete pass will make it third down and 11 now for Parish at their own 45.
So Love steps back, third down 11. Again, rolling out, has a man. That one is bobbled and incomplete, brings up fourth down, Gabriel Grubbs. The intended receiver couldn't haul it in.
The pass falling incomplete. Grubbs covered on the play by number 5, Kyle Taylor. And now the Panthers will face fourth down and 11 at their own 45-yard line.
So 4th and 11. Offense stays out there. Again, they don't really put out a punting unit out there.
4th down and 11 now for the Panthers.
4th and 11 looks like they are lined up to go for it at the moment. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Look to the sideline now, makes adjustments. Again, we'll roll out to the near sideline. Love looking, has a man open. That one is caught, stays in bounds for the first down. Bruce Mitchell with the awareness to tiptoe in, and that'll move the chains. It's a first down.
Yeah, he took the words right out of my mouth. Just a great job by the freshman, knowing he needs a couple more yards. Holds his momentum, gets a couple more yards up the field, picks up the first down. And Noah Love will get a little bit more practice in the backfield.
So a big fourth down conversion gets into Cardinals territory. First down 10. Love with the quarterback keeper, trying to get outside and will carry a couple of Cardinals forward. That's a pickup of about 6.
Got wrapped up right around the line of scrimmage, but just wouldn't stop moving his feet. Picks up a good gain on first down.
A 6-yard gain on the play for Love and the Panthers.
6.5 to go. Good time Reminder, watching Panthers football here on Game On Sports. Also tune in to Friday Night Stars for all of your Texas high school football coverage throughout the entire state. Have pregame and then their Friday Night Stars overtime. You can find that on Twitter, Friday Night Stars, or on Facebook, Friday Night Stars, as this one is carried for a gain of about 1. So third down and about 4.
And number 5, Kyle Taylor. Third and 4 now for the Panthers at the Cardinal 36.
Love steps back, has a man open. That one is caught. Oh, and slammed down out of bounds. Walls with the grab. And there's a little bit of extra talking. That'll be enough for a first down. Walls able to pop right back up.
Senior doing a good job on the reception. I think they're going to sub him out now. As we see a couple more new faces come in, as like it'll be the freshman Cedric May getting rotation into backfield next to Love.
Listed as an athlete, will get the handoff. 5'9" freshman met right at the line. Loses about a yard.
As a little bit lower on the size dynamic that time. Comes up against
number 29, Cedric May.
Looks like it was Kyle Taylor on the tackle.
On the play back to the Cardinal 27. And the Panthers go without a huddle, second down and 11.
Island back in at running back.
Love back to throw.
Of looking, that one is thrown a bit high. Incomplete, brings up third down and 11. Chase Burton, another freshman, listed as a wide receiver and defensive back, not able to bring that in. Third down, 11.
It's good to see these freshmen get a little bit of practice, as this receiving core, again, for a second straight year, will lose the best targets that Preston Stone has had this season. Of course, Evan Green, a senior as well. So it's good to see what the future of this program has.
That one is incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag. Brings up fourth down. Over on that far sideline.
With the coverage for the Cardinals, number 18, Cam Peters.
So 4th 11, looks like they'll go for it again. 3.5 left. A 40-point advantage for the Panthers. A free play going over toward Burton. That one's incomplete, but again, there's a flag down. Looks to be offsides.
You have a limping Panther, number 58, Robert
Monaco. Looks to be okay. They will sub him out. Miles Cuban coming in for him. Wasn't offside, so 4th down and 6 now after 5 free yards. Under 3 minutes to go. Love rolling to that far side now. Just chucks it toward the end zone and is intercepted and brought out. Get hit hard at the 23-yard line. So that'll be the first turnover for the Panthers tonight.
Cardinals, number 23, Braxton Myers.
Braxton Myers, I believe, number 23 with the interception.
Myers with the interception return out of the end zone back to the Cardinal 21-yard line. And the Cardinals will have the ball 1st and 10 with 2 minutes to play.
So the first turnover by either team, or by the Panthers rather, tonight, Panthers offense. Under 2 minutes to go now. The running clock. First down 10, their 21-yard line for the Cardinals. Man in motion. James steps back, and that one is caught by Parker. Right toward the first down marker. That will be enough for the first down.
Number 4 with the tackle, Omari Hayes.
Just under 90 seconds left. James still in at quarterback, able to complete that one to Parker, or for Parker. That was enough for a first down. And has a man in motion. It's Bradley. James stepping back, looking, and will step out, loses a few yards. As we reach the final minute of action. And with the win tonight, the Parish Episcopal Panthers will claim the district title with one game left. It looks like Jackson filling me in here. Prestonwood Christian up now 26-10 on Bishop Lynch. Or actually, that one just went final. 26-10. Lions defeat Bishop Lynch, and this one is incomplete. Nolan Catholic, 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They are up 28-21 on All Saints. And they will let this one just run out. Congratulations to the 2019 Parish Episcopal Panthers district champions. And they didn't leave any doubt about it tonight. Division I District 2 champs are these Panthers after a 47-7 victory against John Paul II.
This was just a great outing by Parish. 47-7, of course, putting 40 points up on the board in the first half. Just a great job. Of course, a little bit on the low end. Only Preston's only had 2 touchdowns tonight. But Karin Lynch literally and figuratively carried this team in this one. Had a great outing. 3 touchdowns for him. Of course, a fumble recovery for a touchdown on defense. Caleb Kolk with the huge kick return touchdown immediately following the lone touchdown that the Cardinals of John Paul II were able to put on the board, just ripping any momentum or pride that team had at the end of that first half. A great job by Coach Novikov and his staff keeping his guys in line for this one as they win the district championship.
And there's Burris right there. You see him on the screen, does a little bit of a dance as it gets announced throughout the stadium, district champions.
And, of course, this team next week will finish up their regular season against Cornerstone Christian. In all intents and purposes, again, that will be more of just a tune-up game for the playoffs. They've got the district championship already in the bag. Cornerstone is not one of the higher-ranked teams in the state. In fact, it will be one of the lowest teams that Parish will play this season. But now, as much as you don't want to say it, you got to get through that game. You can't look to playoffs yet. You've got one more week. It will be a home game, senior night for these seniors. It'll be just another great matchup here at Gloria H. Snyder Stadium.
Obviously, these Panthers going to enjoy the win tonight in that final game next week against Cornerwood Christian back here at home. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. You can catch that here on Game On Sports. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Panthers are 2019 district champs for our entire team here at Gloria H. Snyder Stadium. And for our producer, Fred Garner, and for Jackson Donovan, I'm Nick Laupius saying good night from Gloria H. Snyder Stadium.
Over the top of the entire defense, it's caught! 99 yards, Parish!
Stone will keep it himself, and he is in for the score. Intercepted!